It was halfway around the world. Just kind of got through the Indian Ocean. I was skirting along underneath Australia, and the boat took off. So I've got a boat that actually flies above the water. Big gust of wind came, it took off, and then it landed literally a split second. The mast just broke into two pieces and fell over the side, and that was it. It was just done. 40 days of racing, it's done.
It sounds like a really dangerous moment. I mean, did you feel in danger at that time? What did you do? How did you react?
It was actually it was split second. It happened so quickly. I wasn't in any danger because I was underneath my covered cockpit. I just turned the camera and you can see here. So I was sitting underneath that pod there. So the mast fell onto the pod, not onto me. And kind of in the moment, you get this, this horrible, sickening feeling because you know how bad it is. And I knew that my race was over after 4 years of preparation and training. But then kind of all of my survival training, my sea survival training kicked in, and I knew the next thing I had to do was cut the rig free. I had to make sure it didn't make a hole in the boat. And then I had to salvage bits of it to create a smaller mast. And then I had to sail 800 miles to Australia.
So in a way, Pip, although you were kind of out of the Vendée Globe race, it sort of created this new challenge that you had to find a way. And it was a really dangerous challenge. So in a way, were you just, I don't know, kind of fulfilled in that moment of trying to just get home safely as a sailor?
Yeah, I think it's been quite cathartic for me, actually, because, there are so many big landmark sporting events that are on a 4-year cycle, and you put so much into those 4 years. And then, to have the race taken from you through no fault of your own is just devastating. But actually, because I've had to rescue myself, it kind of made me focus on getting my confidence back. It made me focus on being strong, on thinking, on relying on my seamanship. And I think it's really helped me to kind of process all the devastating feelings of being at the race.
And what were you doing on Christmas Day?
So Christmas Day, I still had about 250 miles to go to get here. And I knew there was a really big storm coming the next day. And so on Christmas Day, I had to take my new rig down, the one I made, check it, make sure it was okay, and get ready for a big storm that was coming.
And limping back to Melbourne, how difficult was that when you're dealing with the disappointment of what had happened to you and presumably travelling at a much slower speed than you'd been hoping to cruise into Melbourne? What was it like that last couple of weeks?
I was surprisingly busy, actually, and I just kind of said to myself, I wasn't going to wallow in my situation. I was going to make my situation better every day. So I actually had quite a lot of fun trying to make the boat go faster every day. And I ended up celebrating. I mean, the top speed I got in the race prior to dismasting was 39.6 knots, which is nearly 70 kilometres an hour. And I was celebrating if I did 5 knots with my new rig. So I made sure that I found things to be joyful and positive about. And then, the miles went quite quickly.